Well. What do we have here? It's my stream again. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I'm streaming again. Yep, that's right. I'm streaming again. Yet another day, yet another stream. That means there's more to do. I am going to be playing a bit of Chaos Zero Nightmare today. Also, I noticed the bitrate is absolutely terrible for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure why that is the case. Maybe? No, Twitch seems fine. YouTube doesn't seem so fine. This really makes me think. Okay. Well, that aside, today I'm going to be playing some Chaos Zero Nightmare and just, just talking, just hanging out, just doing things at the same time. It's not going to be one of my as intense days where I'm playing some Devil May Cry. And yeah, just going to be talking and chilling out. Wow, we've got some calming nightmare runs for sleep that might increase your stress and cortisol levels. So if that's not your thing, then leave, I guess. If you really want to go, then you can do that. Otherwise, that brings us to my Chaos Zero Nightmare runs. So I've not actually played nearly as much this past week. I think I've been so focused on Devil May Cry that I've not played as much of Chaos Zero Nightmare, even though I am a big fan of CZN. This week, I've only played like 1.5 runs. I did one, and I managed to get to the first boss, and I was like, this is not the run, and I decided I wouldn't continue. So, I'm trying to take it in stride right about now. Oh, and then we've got the next boss. You know what? I need to pause my music. Just there we go. I've not. I've been trying to create a better build, so we can take a look at what we have. I did receive some feedback from the Mr. Blow last time. Hello, Virgil. Welcome. I wasn't expecting you to join the Chaos Zero Nightmare streams, but welcome either way. How have you been doing? Guess who? Oop. Is it one of the twins of the Sons of Sparta, perhaps? I got new games, unlimited bacon, or no games, unlimited bacon, all the games. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not, but either way, what games did you get? How is that looking to be for you? Otherwise, I'm thinking of maybe changing out my deck for 9. You got Monster Hunter Rise. Ooh, Monster Hunter Rise. That's fun. And Elder Scrolls Online Gold Rush. What's the Gold Rush prefix to that? Is that some kind of special edition to it? Is that like Skyrim Special Edition, but Legendary Edition, Dawnguard Edition, whatever that comes next? I can't wait until we get Skyrim Game of the Century Edition, truly worthy of its title. Speaking of, then Gold Rush is the special edition with every single DLC. Okay, fair enough. For free! Oh my gosh, for free? That's kind of nuts. That's really good, actually. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, I can see why now. I can see why. On PlayStation. Only for the PlayStation, whatever, 3 or 4, 5, it doesn't matter. I am, I don't know, I'm thinking about new games and whatnot and what I should play after, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm also just gonna explain my thought process a little bit, just because it's, what we're doing stream on. I don't know if I should swap out this deck that I have for Cassius. Yes, it's lower morale creation than the other one, but it's more card drawing, so I kind of like this one. I might make a new deck for Cassius in 9. Last month it was Subnautica below 0. I've never played the Subnautica games because they scare me too much. I have I don't think I want to call it thalassophobia, but anytime I play those games, I booted it up once. Yet again, I experienced the Outlast feeling, and just couldn't get past the fact that I can't see that far ahead. Wuss? Yeah. No, I'm a wuss. You're free to call me that as much as you want. I fully admit to it. I'm a mega wuss. I really cannot stand anything that would even slightly incite fear in me. So I intend to avoid those as much as I can. Oh gosh, I want to make a better build for Magna as well. I want to get her vulnerability upgrade. But yeah. Oh, but have you started Elder Scrolls Online yet? Have you gone for a particular build or anything of the sort? Because I'm not sure what the classes or systems for skills looks like in that. I'm only used to Oblivion, Morrowind, and Skyrim, but I've never played the online version of it. The Elder Scrolls Online, now featuring 500 roles voice acted by Todd Howard. Gosh, I wish. It reminds me of that mod for Oblivion where you just replace every single voice with Todd Howard. Probably the best. Oh, here we go. I think... Should we try for Calliope? I don't know. I always go Magna just because she's such a safe bet. She just makes this so much easier. And I'm thinking of my build for Cassius, that I just need more card draw. I know I got those like 9 cards to draw and whatnot, but that's because my Sereniel has +1 AP for every time I use her homing laser, and it is nuts. I was having way too much AP that I didn't know what to do with it. That's why I'm contemplating like, oh, maybe I should have added more card draw on top of it. I'm not going to change my Selena build. Mind you, my Selena build was already like pretty good, but remaking that entire deck sucks. It was so difficult. I swear I thought that some of the cards just never existed since it took me so long to get them. Bulgarian music is peak. I gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever listened to Bulgarian music. Maybe there's a really popular one that I've heard, but nothing comes to mind. What is the quintessential Bulgarian song, or what have you been listening to lately, Virgil? I think we'll just do this one. 2 or higher? Yeah, that's pretty... I think that's a given to just win. You know the Giga Chad Skibbity Boop Boop song? No way! That's Bulgarian? Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'd want... I don't know if I should subject myself to that. I was hoping for quintessential, not like... I don't know. Cursed from the Beyond, you know? That's, Does that... Are they proud of that kind of music? I mean, maybe. It became pretty popular. I'm being for real. I absolutely believe you, but at the same time, I don't know if that's something they wear with a badge of honor. Like, you walk up to your friends and you introduce them as, oh yeah, by the way, my country had the, or invented the Skibbity song. Like, oh, you mean the one that all the kids sing? Yeah, that's Skibbity song. We do? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, you're the Skibbity guy, right? Yeah, I'm the Skibbity kid. I guess so. It's like how also invented the smartwatch. Now that's a really weird pull, but fair enough. I didn't know the smartwatch was invented in Bulgaria. Was there an original intention behind that? Like, what was the idea initially? Because I feel like most inventions either come as a cause of happenstance or there being some kind of problem, but it feels like with smartwatches, you already had a smartphone. Did they really just want to invent a second touchscreen to interact with? I mean, maybe, but, you know, still. People forget the time? Yeah, but they can use a normal watch for that. They've got phones. I don't know. I had a smartwatch at one point, and I just Oh, it was the 1980s? Uh-huh. Okay, sorry. When you said smartwatches, I was thinking like Apple smartwatch. I'm like, what? Bulgaria invented the Apple smartwatch. Hell yeah. That would be awesome. Oldest country in Europe, by the way. That one yeah. I think it is. But do they have the most primeval forests? 681 BC. Damn, you guys are old. No wonder you come up with these skibbity things to keep up with the kids nowadays. No wonder. It finally makes sense. You're all just contemplating, oh, yes, I can't wait to invent the next skibbity song so we at least seem young and hip. I hope more people move to the country now because we've got skibbity going on. True! We had a very good football team. I don't keep up much with sports, to be fair. What made them good? I genuinely do not know. My base level of knowledge for when it comes to majority of sports is probably around, like, maybe just the most famous players, and that's about it. Draw 2 exhaust cards, exhaust 3. Oh my gosh, that's so nuts. That is actually so nuts. Wait. Oh, but it's of this unit. We won against Germany 4-0? That's actually pretty crazy. Wow. Congrats in that case. Dang. Was this for any league in particular? Was this World Cup? I don't keep up with this. So there's World Cup and then there's... Is FIFA based off of the World Cup? Or is the World Cup... It was in the World Cup. Okay. See, I didn't expose myself for being completely oblivious to what's going on. I might be able to say that I'm in the loop. 1996? Okay. I mean, that's quite a while. Has your country reclaimed its honor within the past, I guess, like... 3 decades, right? Has there been a chance yet, or are we still waiting? I don't know how frequent it is. Nah. Yeah, unfortunate, right? We fell off. Damn, country getting too old. It's too wrinkly now. It's impossible to win. I mean, that's better than what I can say. I don't even know how many times any country I know of has won. I couldn't name anyone that's won, so, you know, at least that's one more than I was aware of for any other country. Oh, I see. Yeah, political state. It never seems to get better with time, does it? But here's hoping it eventually does, perhaps. Hopefully, maybe. One day. I don't know. I guess I'm not, like, the most well-informed about sports or any of these topics, so it makes it a bit difficult. One of them was in the files. Ooh, oh my gosh. Jeez. Man. You know, he was there? Gosh, was it because all the kids were into Skibbity Toilet? Jeez, that would have been quite the twist. Oh, in 2010. Never mind. I was going to say that would have been quite the twist if it was like, oh yeah, he's there because, you know, Skibbity Toilet was absolutely popping off. And they decided, you know what? Maybe that's where he needs to go next. Or he decided to himself that. Because, jeez. Man, oh man. Yeah. What a situation. It feels like as well, not just because of the internet, but also because of the media and everything like that, that, gosh, it is so quick how we kind of moved on from that entire topic, you know? I know I'm vague posting, but I'm trying to at least keep consistent with it. I don't know, it's a very difficult thing to talk about, nor is it something that I do want to get into, but, gosh. The whole situation with that is nuts. The X situation is insane. I can hardly believe it even was a thing, you know? That's the most surreal part about it to me. And then how quickly everyone moved on from it. Eesh. Jeez, oh jeez. Either way, one would hope something is done about it, but I suppose we'll see. Hopefully Bulgaria doesn't decide, like, you know what, to compensate we need to come up with a... Maybe they were thinking that they should have come up with Skibidi Toilet as a way to compensate or something. But I would hope not. I hope they don't make a Skibidi Toilet 2. Whatever that happens to be. Absolute classic. Okay, now I'm gonna have to check. Let's see what this is. Wait, why didn't not... There we go. Let us see. I don't have a desktop audio on, right? No, no, why'd you link me to this? Why'd you link me to the video? No, it's in my watch history now. Oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Man, he created the brain rot for Gen Alpha. You know, that's probably true. I mean, that is the quintessential brain rot for Gen Alpha. When a 3-cost card or higher is... I think that's actually better if I want to be doing this Fighting Spirits deck. I'm trying to get as many as I can into this. And I'm going to have to try re-roll into... Extreme as well, perhaps, or for my thingamabob. We got Peter Griffin, Hector Salamanca in the video. No, what? What is this? That's nuts. It just off rip. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, a masterpiece. Yeah, the the absolute quality that went into it and all of the popularity is kind of nuts. Just all things considered. Oh yeah, by the way, here are just some incredibly famous actors or voice actors and so on participating in this one Skibidi Toilet video. Like the official music video for it. Oh my goodness. Oh... Unsure if it gets better from here or if it's just gonna, if we consider that becoming worse. Hello, Sister Brown. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? How's the week treating you so far? Forgot about Billy Butcher too. I kind of noticed that in the video, but I skimmed through it. He's like, we've got some soups to take care of. Been okay? Bean okay? Bean? Sorry, there were no beans here. No beans, no okay. I could do a sadism with this. 7 minutes? That's all I've got to play. Wait, what was the line? I need to memorize it. What was Wesker's line? Wesker, 7 minutes. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you. Gosh, he's so cool. I love Wesker. Wesker is so rad. Oh my gosh, it makes me want to play Resident Evil just to be able to. Can we not do this? Can I get like, I don't know, better cards? Can I get extreme as my cards? Oh gosh, it's just such an iconic line. I so badly want to play Resident Evil just to be able to experience all of these lines as well, but my gosh, it scares me way too much. Wait until you see Resident Evil 9. I'm gonna have to hold back. I really am. I so badly want to like watch it, but at the same time, I need to play through some of the original games just so that I have context. Like I do. We'll see with because I'm not sure what emulation is like or what playing the older games is like. I've never really looked into it, if you can just play them off the get-go. We got Timu Wesker. That tells me nothing, but at the same time, I'm really hoping that it's, like, still Wesker, you know? Why? Two shuffles, and I still didn't get it. My goodness. My goodness. Let's get rid of both of... Well, we can also get rid of these. No, let's just get rid of Slash here. Yeah, and that's good for so far. I need to get Extreme. I need to get Hue Extreme. If I don't get Hue Extreme, this run is a bust. I'm trying really hard to avoid spoilers about Resident Evil 9. Lol vids about it everywhere I click it. Don't recommend this every time. Yeah, I'm trying to do the same, but I keep seeing posts of it like everywhere. It's really difficult. He has the voice. Oh, okay. Wait, is it the same VA in that case? I plan to play Resident Evil 5 and 6. Oof. I intend to as well, but whenever I can muster up the courage to actually play it and not scare myself into next week, then yeah, I'm contemplating it. You know, it's not Halloween. It won't be for a long time, but I feel like I should. I feel like I should play through the games. Feels like $1,000,000. Ah, yes, the one where Chris punches the boulder. I do know of that scene. I know of a couple of scenes that are really famous, like the one with, what's it called? Leon doing the backflip, like he runs up a wall, jumps over behind the zombie and everything. And then the laser corridor, of course. Jill sandwich. I know some of the references. I could probably LARP, but I don't want to be LARPing, so instead I do actually want to get to playing the game games sometime eventually, right? I don't want to LARP forever, you know? I can't allow myself to stoop to such a level. Which Resident Evil girl do you like? Ooh. I kind of want to say Ada Wong, at least based off of design only. I think I like Ada Wong the most. I really like her, just design-wise, and from some of the cutscenes that I've seen, she seems so cool. She's like up there with Leon as being one of my favorites. Yes, yes, fellow Ada Wong enjoyer. Ashley, probably? No, not Ashley. Help, Leon! No, I've heard enough of that, and I've not even played 4. Or, yeah, 4. Even if she is annoying. My man! Of course, as a fellow man of culture, I recognize taste. Increase damage amount of attack cards with a cost of 2 or higher by 30%. I don't really want to do this. We'll go for another one. But I don't know. I was contemplating maybe instead of Devil May Cry 5 that I do something in between. Like, does that make more sense to try something in between Devil May Cry 5? I feel like I've been going on such a binge for it that maybe it's worth playing something else. But I've no clue. We'll see. I was going to do a bit of a poll or just have like a stream where I discuss the possible games that I might want to play next or what it might look like. So, Jill 2. I don't know. Jill Sandwich? Not sure if she's my favorite. Then again, I've not played most of the games, so I honestly couldn't say. Jill seems pretty funny, though. I pulled her in the Nikke collab. I do have Ada Wong because of the Nikke collab as well. I think... Wait, let's see. Who do I have from the collab? Let's check. Abnormal. I got Ada Wong. Obviously, I got Claire. Yeah, I have Jill as well, apparently. Why don't you try Bayonetta? Maybe. I'm just thinking that in terms of human and Pokemon compatibility... No, I'm joking. I'm not talking about that. I'm thinking in terms of, like, playing different genres. I've been playing a lot of character action games, and that's probably why I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's better I try something different out, like, for once in a while. Metal Gear Solid is actually a really good suggestion. I think Metal Gear Solid would be really good. Ooh, okay. Maybe I'll have to... I'm gonna add that to my backlog list right now, and I'll think if I should try that. Let's see, because right now, for my future... Where are they? There it is. Okay, so in my list, Metal Gear Solid... Okay, so in my list, I've got Valkyrie Profile, I've got DMC5, I wanted to play through some of the Fate games, like Fate CCC, I've got Bayonetta, then I've got the RimWorld one, I suppose once we get more people joining. Then I've got Metal Gear Solid, and then I was thinking we could also do Revengeance, Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance, because I'd mentioned it a bunch of times during stream, and oh my gosh, the music to that game is so good! I've got the entire soundtrack downloaded. I could listen to that stuff for, like, on end, you know? It's so good. Plus Master Collection Volume 2 is coming out in August. Wait, does that mean the entire MGS collection is on sale? Or what does that imply? Because if so, that is like the biggest incentive I could have gotten to getting into the franchise, genuinely. Wait, now I'm gonna have to check Steam while I've got this open. I'm not like wholly paying attention to the game, but I can autopilot it. So let's see, Master Collection. Oh my gosh, MGS Master Collection. maybe then. Snake Eater. Okay. What a thrill. Oh man, yeah, it is all on Steam. I should get the Volume 1 and then we can do a playthrough of the MGS series. That would be great, actually. That would be so cool. And MGS 4 and Peace Walker is coming to PC. It's free from the PS3. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that seems like a big incentive in that case. Only one I got to play and finish was MGS 5. Well. Now it looks like we're gonna be getting more. Oh gosh, I did get the right one as well. I just need to pull Hue Extreme, and then I'll be set. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna buy. Wait, when is there a way to check when last a bundle was on sale? Is there some way to do that? Let's see. If I go onto the Master Collection Volume 1, it only shows me that it's, okay. It doesn't show me if there was a lowest cost or whatever in the past 30 days. MGS 5 is after 3 Peace Walker and Ground Zeroes. Where does Metal Gear Rising Revengeance come into play in the story then? Is that even earlier on? Or is that later on? Because in my mind, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance takes place since it has scenes of before Raiden became like the cyborg ninja, and then also has scenes of him as the cyborg ninja. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is after MGS 4. Gosh, I'm gonna have to look at a timeline of this just so that I can picture this better, because this is kind of difficult to envision. At least, it reminds me of when I'm getting into the Fate series, and I'm just thinking like, oh yeah, what do I say? There we go, finally got Extreme. I was thinking to myself like, oh, for the Fate series, what does the timeline look like? And it's like, oh yeah, well, that depends on which part of the universe you want to go into, because technically you could start with Witch of the Holy Knights, or if you wanted to go into the Garden of Sinners, which then crosses over into Fate Grand Order, to which... Oh my goodness. Can we please not do this today? Am I back? I'm gonna load up Twitch chat. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Yeah, I was talking about Metal Gear Solid, and suddenly I got hacked. My internet went down. It was the work of someone here. Yeah. No, I don't know why my internet does that. Honestly, I need to... I'm contemplating maybe I should upgrade package or something for my internet so that I can just reliably do it, because my gosh, it frustrates me for that to happen. Like, it does it once per month, at least. Or at most, sorry, not at least. Gosh, I hope it wouldn't be once per month. Let's see, what's this link? What kind of link is this? This is phishing link. Okay, I'll have to watch this. It's a full minute. Gosh, I don't know. Whenever I think of playing Resident Evil 5, I just get so scared of the zombies. It's so freaky. It's so freaky. Fishing? Yeah. You know, never click suspicious links. That's what I was told. But I clicked on it anyway, so if you've tracked me down, then feel free to. Okay. Second question is, I kind of want to remove some of these cards. So I want to remove this one, I think, because this one increases the damage amount of exhaust cards, but I don't think this one does, because this increases its own damage. Bro, I'm not a hacker. I know I'm teasing you. At least I would hope so. Right? Right? That's what you say. Exactly! That is what he would say! He would say that just to try and get back at us. Why would he do this? Okay, which path leads me to the most... I think bottom one? No, it's both two. I think we do top. We do top here. Yeah, we do top. You caught me. I give up. It's not easy, but it had to be done. It had to be done. Let's trigger this. Well. Been caught again, haven't you, Virgil? I see there's a demon inside you as well. One that loves to hack. Now do the Jester voice. Should I laugh like Jester? Welcome to hell! I think that's how he sounded. I would have to wait. Let me open it up again. Gosh, I'm having to open up like 40 tabs to keep track of everything. I love you. Oh, thank you. Jester, DMC 3. Let's see. How does he do that little laugh of his? How does he do his little laugh? Laugh. Here we go. 4-second clip. That's more what he sounds like. I think I probably do it pretty okay. Is it worth doing this then fighting spirit? I feel like a part of me that's more like it. Yeah. Thank you. I try my best. I feel like as a result of me having played so much of DMC just in general as of late, that it makes me want to put an effort into learning how to voice act some of the characters, like Virgil. Like when I was spending time just reading over his lines. You sound like the Jonkler too. I don't know about that one, and I would really hope it's not the one from Suicide Squad. I already forgot it. Jared Leto. I would hope it's not that rendition of him. But I'm the Joker, baby. I don't know if anyone's gonna get that reference. That's such an old YouTube reference. I don't know. But Dark Knight. Okay, fair enough. I would hope so. Either way. I mean, it's much cooler to be the old Jonkler than the new one, I suppose. I wonder if they're ever gonna do away with the newer rendition of the Jonkler and see how it goes there. You know what? Just hire the guy that says, "I'm the Joker, baby." Have you ever played the Arkham series? Virgil, I have to tell you something, and it's that we've had this conversation 3 times. This would be the 4th. I played a bit of it, but not all of it. I played, as said, I played through a bit of the Arkham Asylum, I think it was. Yeah. Sister Brown, don't tease. I played them all. Finished too? Yeah, you don't need to brag about being a gamer. I'm not so much one of those sometimes. At least to some franchises, you have to play them. I feel like I should. There are a lot of games that is just like coming into my periphery where I'm like, man, I really should give some of these not only a chance to play them, but also because it would be really fun to play through some of them. So, please, and my life is yours. Virgil, you don't have to do that for me. Doki. You can live your life even without me having to do that. It'll be okay. Ares. Oh gosh, why did I do that? I could just use Fighting Spirit. Fine. Guess I'm taking damage either way. Oh gosh. That reminds me of another game series I wanted to play. I don't think I'll ever do God of War reference? Yeah, I was thinking that, but I didn't want to comment because I don't know enough about God of War. I was like, is that actually something I'm gonna out myself as being a fake gamer for? Or should I go ahead with it? But, well, at least you told me before I embarrassed myself. Whew! Don't have to embarrass myself doing that one, I suppose. You know, it would be really good if the counterblade upgrade let me pick who it was gonna hit. For one turn when each... Oh, okay, this doesn't matter. This absolutely does not matter. That would have been good on Typhera. I was actually contemplating today that, maybe I should roll for Typhera, because she seems like she's got such a good kit in this game. But, my gosh, I want to know what the next cat girl does. Okay, we're getting every single one of these reforging... My gosh, we got both of the good ones. Both of them are A-okay. Let's see how it goes, shall we? Zeus, your son has returned home. I come seeking the weed of Olympus. I don't know how he sounds like, but I imagine or envision that's what it must sound like. If anything, I feel like there should be... I don't want to call it nasally. I don't know how to describe Virgil's voice, but I think having some higher-pitched character, not because I'm biased, not because I personally have a higher-pitched voice, but I would be a little bit, chuffed, let's say, if there were more characters that I could actually voice act. Why does every gruff man or every grown man have to sound so far away from me? Is it really that difficult for me? Is it really? Virgil has a nerdy voice because he reads. Well, I guess he just works out at the library more than Dante does. I suppose so. Very angry and a yeller? I see. Poetry? Wait, does he actually read poetry? Or is this something that you're making up? I mean, I don't think you're the kind of person to make things up, but gosh, I have to double check. Yup, he does. Is that why he was in the library in DMC 3 when Arkham met him? Wait, is that the context to it? I'm putting the pieces together. I'm finally figuring things out. Oh my gosh. Of course. Whoa. He reads poetry. Wow. Not only is he dashing and handsome and strong, but he's also a poet, and he didn't even know it. I can't believe of the Sparta twins, Virgil is the well-read one. Oh, wait. No. I do think that I know a bit of spoilers to DMC 5, which is kind of how I know. I think. Shakespeare, obviously. I mean, is he really the kind of guy to read Shakespeare, or is he more of, like, quite literally Dante's Inferno? Like, would he not have read that instead? I feel like the genres Virgil would have read feels more like dystopian, you know? I don't know if he would have actually gone into Shakespeare. Maybe the Jester would have, but Virgil? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, actually. Also, I'm hoping I can get an epiphany on this this last card of 9 before I go in to fight the boss. Little Wander, Hitty Home. I don't recognize it. Sorry, I can't read. Unfortunate for you, but I simply cannot read, so that joke gets lost on me. In fact, I don't even know what you're saying at all. I'm simply interpreting everything via voice commands and TTS. Okay. How do I make 9's deck better, do you think? Do I want to remove Experience Strike, but increasing damage amount of exhaust cards by 20%? I'm hoping that I can get like a Divine Epiphany on this, and then just duplicate more of my Fighting Spirits. While thy branches fix with mine, and our roots together join. Oh gosh, now he's reciting poetry in chat. Virgil, you really do live up to the name of being Virgil with reciting poetry in chat. Oh, doth hither do thee recite Shakespearean quotes. Okay, can we copy? Is it worth copying one more? To one selected cards? Or duplicating? So it is written. That's a Virgil line. That one I know. I think we just duplicate more of Fighting Spirit, and then we just pray we get a Divine Epiphany. And you know, when I was thinking about it, which was actually today, and I don't do a lot of thinking because that's not something that comes to me naturally, right? I have to sit down. That's actually a V line. Well, well, Virgil. I mean, I perhaps know a spoiler, and this was because I was following Itsuno's work, and I accidentally came upon. Is that not technically? Am I technically wrong? Am I really? Yeah, exactly. Okay, I suppose I will shut my mouth on this topic furthermore. But I was thinking to myself today, as I was continuing my thoughts on this, isn't it so difficult to write Old English? Like, whenever I'm thinking of role-playing characters for, like, tabletop or whatever, when they want to be using ye olden English, or even, let's say, like, Scarlet and Nikke, it seems so difficult to write in ye olden English because the grammatical rules, even though we know them somewhat now of the time, I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around it. You'll get a spanking from Daddy later. Nice. Thanks, Jester. 2005? I read that as 2025 for a moment, and I was like, man, you are a ways off. But yeah, that's just me not being able to read. Oh, you caught me. You caught me. I can't read. That much is clear. And will I ever leave this menu? I don't know, but am I still entertaining? Hopefully. I'm just deliberating. I want to be able to remove the card, but I want to try get over here, so it feels like a waste to not remove the card. Gosh. Okay, DMC3 turned 21 last month. I remember this. It was on the 15th of February. I remember you joining the stream and saying it was DMC's anniversary. Man, that is a crazy thing to think about, that it has been so long. 17th, that's it. Yeah, sorry, I both cannot read and I'm also incapable of getting the dates correct. So you'll have to bear with me. Not only is it me cannot do numbers very well, but also me cannot read very well. So my memory is like already plummeting to whatever depths it already lost. DMC4 is 18 years now? What? No. No, that's way too old. I almost can't believe it. I believe you. I mean, of course, I've got no choice in the matter. You know, DMC5 is almost 7, and it only feels like, what, a year or two ago that Dragon's Dogma 2 was released? So, gosh, time really does fly. I mean, it's almost on this Sunday. Man, doesn't this feel like all the more incentive to try push me towards playing Devil May Cry 5 as my next game? And here I was thinking maybe I should play Metal Gear Rising, or a Metal Gear instead, like through the MGS series. Oh, but I've still got so many videos to edit and everything. I was contemplating it. There are a lot of videos that I'm having to edit. Please, Auger, I need this! Okay, Virgil. Please, Don't get your panties in a twist. I will consider it. I will think about it. Stop. You are... My Dante's kind of pizzaless. Yeah. True. My Virgil is lacking poetry, and my Dante is kind of pizzaless. Please, Auger, I need this. I'll think about it. We'll probably get to DMC5. Gosh. Maybe it is better to do the entire series in a binge. Maybe I do... Ooh, Divine Epiphany? Increase this card... Oh, come on. We don't want that, do we? We don't want that. Increase damage amount of exhaust cards by 30%. Yeah, I mean... I live with Kyrie, and I'm trying to help him out. Fine. We'll play Devil May Cry 5 next. Gosh, you keep insisting. Jeez, Virgil. You always make me do this. You silly little baka. I can't believe it. I guess we will be having to play Devil May Cry 5 as the next game. Yay! Yeah, cue the, what is it? Like, is it a cartoon sound effect? I don't remember. The cartoon sound effect that of all the kids like going yay, that one. Is that I at least remember it from Halo. Grunt birthday party. That's about the best I can do. Oh, another divine epiphany. Sussy baka. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Wait, that's actually the one that was coming to my mind as well. You know, it would probably be good if I managed to get a Magna with a bunch of card draw. Thinking about it. Let's try. Wait, is it better to get a divine... Okay, so Hue, Divine Epiphany does not matter. That does not matter whatsoever. Holy... Yeah, yeah. I mean, this game is pretty based. Virgil, so you know, there is a character named Serenial. Once I beat this run, I can't show you because I think it might not be allowed to show on Twitch. But you should check a character named Serenial, and what her lobby screen is. See if you can find that, and then and don't mention anything. But I think it would be pretty based. Okay, so my either option is to go for Counterblade and hope that I get a Divine Epiphany on Counterblade, or I go for Experience Strike. No, let's just do Counterblade. Can I please get a Divine Epiphany? Nope. Okay, never mind. Skip. Bye-bye. And we'll remove a card and we'll get rid of Experience Strike. I don't need this. What was she called? Sereniel, like Serenity, but instead of the TY, it's EL, like quite literally. Sereniel. Let's see. I don't know. When the turn is ended with 1 or more AP remaining at the start of the next turn, create 1 charge strike. Is that actually good? That's what I'm wondering. Like, can I get something that's better than that for my Amorphous Cube plus 25% damage amount? That seems like way better, right? But I'll show you after this, or at least the spelling of her name, because I genuinely don't think that I can show it on stream. It is, like, quite risque to be able to. But I was mega surprised when I unlocked her lobby, and because she's meant to be the Christmas unit. I didn't realize that until I opened the lobby, and I was like, whoa! Okay, when I saw it. It was, holy, yeah, right? I was like, what? They just put this in my roguelike deck builder game? I was not expecting that, genuinely. I only realized she was the Christmas unit after that fact. Wife material? Serenial is wife material. I really like Serenial. She's not as good as Reen, in my opinion, because I love Reen. But she is very much up there. Also, look at this. Oh my gosh, this is nutty. This is nutty. Look at this deck. Just like 3 fighting spirits in one go. I could do 1 more Vine Lord and I could draw. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. And then Glacial Iron Fist. 2-turn boss kill. Miyabi is good too. Nicole too. I like Nicole. I liked her in the beginning as well. I was upset to find out that she was just a 4-star. You know, I thought, oh, for sure she's gonna be a 5-star or something, right? But no, apparently not. Apparently not. She was a 4-star. So I don't know exactly how to feel about that. But I do like Miyabi. I never played enough of Zenless Zone Zero, though, so I kind of stopped because I just was not getting any of the characters that I wanted, and I already had too many gacha games I was devoting myself to at that time. Creaser King? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, wait, do you mean, what's her name? Oh, Caesar thing, right? Right, is her name Caesar? Yeah, Caesar. Yes. Okay, when you... I don't know how I didn't get it that you... yeah, I'm not... Okay, we'll skip past the part where I'm unable to read things. The one with shield? Yeah, with a shield. Yep. Now I remember. I'm getting it. Okay, please get something good on this one. Please? When using attack cards, 1% HP reduction and 60% fixed shield? Is that good? There's a furry now? I remember seeing that, but, like, not wholly. I don't remember what her name was. She's a jaguar. I know there are plenty new characters that I do not know. I probably stopped around... Oh gosh. I stopped very early on. I stopped around, like, the time Ellen, Joe, and what was it? The mouse, Jane Doe, was released. Her character demo is very interesting. Wait, what do you mean it's very interesting? Is it, like, risque? What's the deal? Wait. How many of the normals do I have? Wait. Can I do a 10 pull? No, I'm too away. Gosh, oh, I've got an itchy trigger finger. I'm wanting to. Oh, wow. Okay, that is not what I was expecting. Jeez, really? That's certainly something for a character introduction. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it might not be Sereniel tier, but it is certainly getting up there. If anything, I'm just surprised that Sereniel was given this treatment in this game, considering, like, her whole, I guess, what's it called? It's not really a mother personality. She's more like doting, you know? So, I like Sereniel. Hoyo really China? Yeah, I mean, they probably thought Genshin wasn't the one to do for it, right? I feel like, wasn't there, I at least remember whenever I stopped playing Genshin, there was like a, let's say, new female character drought, and they never released a single new female character for a good, a year or something like that? Maybe 2? Bella? What do you mean, Bella? What? Who are you, talking about? Oh wait, Bella, you mean one of the proxy's sister? Do you mean her? Is her name Bella? I could be wrong. I barely remember whatsoever. The NPCs. Okay, now I'm gonna have to Google. Bella. ZZZ. Yeah. Yeah, she's the proxy's sister, right? She is, yes. I do remember things. Wow. Well, no, from Chaos. What? Wait, but I googled Bella, ZZZ, and I don't find anyone named Bella. Now I'm so very confused. I'm only having Belle show up. Wait, no. There is one thread. Oh, sorry, from Chaos? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm you know? I can't think for myself. From Chaos Zero Nightmare. Yep. Okay. Bella is very cute. I really like Bella. She's so cute. Very much so. Oh yeah. Now I've got a new kit to use with 9. So let's see. With save data. Wait. No, I have to do a deep trauma. Yeah, Horsey Uma Musume. Exactly. Wait, do I have the exact same kit? No, I don't. Okay. No, this one is way better. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit Uma Musume today. I'm feeling a bit of you know what I'm saying? A little bit of Uma Musume. No! I didn't mean to click on that one. Chaos Mutant Peltian Android? I don't know what one's good. I've never done this recovery. Speaking of Uma Musume, I also had to drop that gacha. It was taking up way too much of my time. I was hardcore playing that game for a good, like, 2 or 3 months. I mean, it was really engraved into my routine. I would wake up and I would be playing Uma Musume, and then I would be playing Uma Musume before I go to sleep. You know, it was quite literally a part of my morning routine. Oh, yes, I need to do one of my horse girls training sessions today, and then, like, prepare for all of the cups and everything, too. Like, gosh, I really couldn't I couldn't pull myself away from it at some points. And then I think we're gonna continue. I'm gonna try and make a deck for... Oh, Cassius. I still need more draw cards. I'm thinking of... I need more draw cards, but I also needed the epiphanies that give him... what's it called? Morale. So this is... Let's see. This is my deck. And why I'm saying this is because, yes, these two give morale, but I don't think that's enough. I really need to be able to draw into more. So I've got 3 morale that I kind of get, but if I look at this one is 6... oh no, 9. I can get 9 morale from this one instead of 3, so one of these cards is already, like, at the potential that I want it to be. You know? It's not ideal. It's not ideal. But that's why I was contemplating, like, oh man, maybe I should go for Typhera just so that I can have a whole bunch of draws. You know? But apparently that just doesn't mesh well with me because I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Typhera. I want to roll for her, but at the same time, I don't want to use up my resources before I know if she's the character that I want. So I want to wait until the next character comes out because I'm so badly hoping that she does a whole bunch of timey-wimey stuff. I really love timey-wimey decks. And then I'll come to my decision. So, either or can be done here. Also, really weird thing about Twitch, but it's showing that there are 0 viewers somehow. I don't know how this is possible. Can anyone hear me? Is anyone there? I don't know how this is changing it to 0 viewers. I don't even think that's possible. Technically, it should count me as 1, so... Oh well. I guess we're gonna have to do it live. We're gonna have to do it blind. And I'm trying... Okay. 8 elite areas, but only level 11? Yeah, I can't count. Gosh, maybe we do this one. No, each time a monster dies, get 2 fury. No, I don't want to do that one. I think we do need a high tier one, though. Just so that I can get more faint memory for Cassius. So, cannot rest each time a monster dies. I think going for... Tier 13 is probably okay. Probably. Yeah, that seems about fine. And then we get 150 faint memory. It's not as much as on my proper deck, but, you know, it is still fairly decent is what I'm thinking. And... Okay, select and remove. That is a really good one to start out with. And apparently I can't click. I'm incapable of doing a lot of things, apparently. Do we get rid of Mana Field this early on? That doesn't feel like it's the right decision to make, so I'm going to get rid of the cost too. Because having a chance at drawing a card versus actually drawing a card? I don't know. We're going to try and make Cassius really good, though. So, seasonal cards and equipment in the Delang shop will always be on 30% discount. I care more about the arena cards, though. That's the thing. So, I think we're going to do season equipment because we got bonus elite areas. And hopefully that works out. Kind of. Okay, up here, we've got 1 elite. Yeah. We've got the first 3 normal areas, then 1 elite, then 2 elites that we can try to hit. And then we can get both of the boons and benefits. Oh, my goodness. You know, I've been on my anime binge as per usual. I've still not stopped it. I'm still going strong with my anime binge. And now I'm at the point of watching something like I Reincarnated as a Sword in Another World. I'm at that point now. I'm really going through every single one order of release of everything and anything isekai. It is really getting to me, man. I just love my isekai. It makes me think that I should probably read more isekai as well, but... My reading backlog has got a bunch to it as well of the light novels that I want to go through. We'll see how that goes. I was also thinking in terms of like traditional content, and this ties into like why I'm binging. They're not necessarily a reason why per se, but more like, oh, because it makes sense that as a result of me binging, maybe it is worth it. But I was contemplating for traditional content of doing like semi-reviews, something like that. Maybe I do a plot synopsis, because I do read the light novels to quite a few of the manga that I end up reading. So what might end up happening, and this is my general cycle with things, is I'll find either an anime or a manga. If it's an anime, then I'll go on to reading the manga if I really enjoy it, and then if I read the manga and I really want more, then I'll probably go to reading the light novel. But if I happen to find one that I really or very much enjoy, then what happens is I go from anime to manga to light novel, and then I end up reading and binging the entire thing. That's what happened to me with Danmachi, for instance, where I started with the manga, and then I just adored it so much that I went into reading like 15 of the books, though not the spin-off books. I actually stopped around the time the spin-off books came out because I didn't care. I just wanted more of the main story. So it felt like, oh man, really? Can't we just continue? So I was contemplating, like, because I go into the light novels or even the web novels, that maybe it would be interesting to create some kind of like review-ish series for it. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit undecided on it, because what would I be reviewing first? And if I were to review something, is it something I'm going to do consistently? Like, of course, even with some of the compilation videos that I've been making for my Devil May Cry 3 playthrough, one of the things that's been like nagging at my mind is anyone actually going to watch these compilation videos? Because more people watch the shorts than they do any of my compilation videos. Like, the shorts are getting 600 to 800 views, whereas, or okay, well, some of them aren't doing as well, but those are some of the good ones. Whereas my video itself for the entire cut compilation, it's at 6 views now. Like, okay, maybe people aren't interested in that kind of content anymore, and then maybe I do just pivot, make like more review / traditional content in that sense. Because I don't know, when you guys see that a YouTuber you watch is instead live streaming on their channel, do you prefer that it's separated? That's one of the things that I've always been confused by, because I've heard people say that, oh, I prefer they don't stream on their main channel, like they have a dedicated channel that they do it to, but at the same time I think it's very seldom that people actually do multi-stream. Maybe? I don't see people often do multi-streams for YouTube and Twitch, because apparently you're allowed one chat on one screen as opposed to the other, so I'm not 100% sure of how that like connects to it all. Or whether or not people feel like, oh, as a result of that, or maybe as a byproduct of that, they don't want to see someone being live on their YouTube channel, because then it just adds, even though they've got categories to separate it out, like you just see a bunch of streams on YouTube. Maybe it just doesn't matter and I'm overthinking it, but it's at least been a question on my mind, because I did have some people the other day join my my YouTube stream from my YouTube Shorts, and that seemed fine. That seemed okay. They didn't say anything. They just lurked around. But I was like, I was kind of chuffed. I was feeling quite chuffed about it. The fact that someone had joined from the YouTube stream of all things, or via my shorts. Because if anything, YouTube is so good at analytics collection. I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, why is it on Twitch that I can barely tell what or where my viewership is coming from? And I was thinking about it the other day. On top of that, is it worth changing around the schedule to which I stream? And I'm not really sure. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should change things around, because I don't know if people are actually gonna tune in around these hours. Like, is it better to stream an hour earlier? Or is it better to... I don't want to push things an hour. Like, pushing it back 1 hour, that's already a bit of a struggle, but moving things forward an hour is kind of possible. Kind of possible. Which makes me think, would that be more convenient? Would that be less convenient? It's actually not something I'm sure of whatsoever. So, maybe it isn't the case. Maybe it is the case, but... I do not know. I do not. So, first aid kits, I really don't need that. Celestial is good though, but the only character that I could attach that to was Cassius. What I really need for this run to be good is I need a lot more card draw cards. Like, I could go for Ebony Lumen probably, and then I could go for... oh gosh. More morale cards, more drawing cards. Kind of like Pot of Greed. What does Pot of Greed do? Pot of Greed allows me to reach into my deck and draw from it the top 2 cards and add them directly to my hand. Oop, okay. I want more things like that, or I need more things like that. But things that don't have exhaust, preferably, because anytime it's tied to exhaust, I'm thinking to myself, like, man, really? Really? Does it really have to be exhaust? It's so rough to deal with that, of all things. Instead, I would much rather just have an infinite draw cards card, you know? I remember when Rally used to be that. I guess Attack is still like that, but it is just a filler card to fetch other cards, which isn't the best. Like, I would rather thin out my deck than focus entirely or solely on adding more cards to draw into other cards. So if it's a draw 2, that's actually a plus, as opposed to adding the attack card, which is just, oh yeah, you could have a really a thick deck with a whole bunch of these attack cards, but eventually you get too much and then you need a proper ratio of these attack cards in order to, well, actually draw your attack cards. So I'm not good enough at math, at least not on the fly, to be able to know what's best in that case. So I kind of just want to avoid it entirely by going for a deck that's very focused on heavy blow every even turn. Don't mind if I do. I think it's better to put that on Cassius, right? Because then he can draw into his own exhaust cards if I don't end up using that. I'm wondering as well if that means getting the Epiphany effect for increased damage amounts of extra attack by 25%. I was like, wait, what? Am I missing something here? Of Let's see, what else can I get? Can I draw one of my exhaust cards, please? At the start of battle, draw an exhaust card of this unit. That's not bad, it's just not what I wanted. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. And I think that's probably the better one. I do want the 30% chance at the start of a turn to draw an exhaust card, though. Doesn't need to be consistent, because if I'm just drawing for Sereniel, that's a-okay. Whatever thins out the deck more whenever it comes to homing laser, you know? So, hopefully. Also, have I got any epiphanies that I can swap through? No, but I am getting my maybe first epiphany on Shuffle. I don't know if I want Shuffle of all things to be the one with epiphany. I also have no money, so does it really matter? Oh gosh, I don't think this run is going to be the one for Cassius, but it was so close to being it. If it would just, you know, give me more money. Gladiator's helmet, increased shield. Oh, no, I've already added on top of the shield one. Okay, never mind. Convert a card into a random legendary or common card. Gosh, none of these are good. I'll just take this one, just so that it's guaranteed and I can throw it on someone else. We can throw this onto Magna, right? Yeah. I know 9 has got nothing, but I'm not building 9 this time around. She's my buffer unit. She's so strong that I can just leave her in there. Same goes with Magna. I feel like some of them are a little bit autopilot. Magna especially. Like, you just activate this, yeah, you get a couple of shield every turn, and then you also get a whole bunch of counterattacks. Can I please get something nice? Move all cards in hand to the discard pile, and Move all cards in hand and discard pile to the draw pile. Draw 5. Okay. Draw 3 if the total cards are cost. Oh no, I don't want that one. I think I want this one to just draw. Possibly. I mean, unfortunately, it did not get me. I still need to have Hue in hand just so that... Okay, never mind. I guess I won't be able to get it then. I guess I won't. We'll just have to make do without it. So, oh my goodness. Are we really doing this, little bots? You silly little... held them at it. Deny it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Stop trying to spam with these links. You know, that's one thing that's kind of confusing to me. Do people actually fall for these links? Like, you see some guy using a bunch of obfuscated text and whatnot in order to convince you to buy viewers and whatnot, and it's like, why would you do that? There's no benefit to buying viewers, much less from a shady bot that wants to try to sell you these things. Don't you want people to be there for personality? I don't know. That's probably just a personal gripe of mine, but either way, it's still like, really? Is that really something we're doing? It's so very silly. Also, on top of like all of the content creation and everything, I was thinking to myself, like, should I? But also I do. I want to be able to maybe have a new model, maybe draw a new PNG tuber model? I don't know. I was thinking about it because maybe I go a stream every now and then without it, see what the performance ratings are like. I like my little model. I think it's very cute. But I wonder what or how people feel about it. It would be nice to know, but it's also very difficult to know because of how small user bases kind of work. Like, it makes me want to... Gosh, I feel like I want to be a statistician because I just want to collect all of the data that I possibly can to figure out what interests people the most so that I can work on it. Because one of the things that I feel like is a staple to streaming and the like is wanting to improve, but by which metric you do so is really difficult. Like, oh yeah, for sure, I want to be funnier than what I am. I want to talk more about the things that I enjoy and do, but how do I make it funny? That's like the hardest part, I figure, you know? So I'm not certain, and I'm not set in stone. That's why I'm trying to go for like different angles whenever I edit my compilation video. And I know I've been kind of slow with doing it, but hey, please cut me some slack. I really want to edit it, but making something good is difficult. And I'm, again, having to go off of my like subjective bias as to what my favorite part or what my most funny humor actually is, right? So that's where I feel one of the prime difficulties comes in, where you're thinking to yourself, I want to be able to entertain others, but what are my funniest jokes? Because what keeps people sticking around? Like, I made... Oh, and this was really funny. I was looking at the statistics of one of my other videos that I posted, like the shorts or whatever, and my Soul of Steel joke from Devil May Cry 3... It's by far one of my most popular videos. I was like, really? Just this one-off joke? Man, my one-off joke was the most funny one. I thought it was kind of silly, but at the same time, it really gives you a perspective into how some of these metrics work. Then again, I just want to be able to collect all of the data so I can see what jokes are funniest so that I can prepare more of them. Not like I'm pre-playing a game to think of, oh guys, I have the perfect joke for this section. I'm going to write this one down for stream. No, like, obviously I want to be able to think of better jokes on a whim and to be more entertaining like that, but at the same time, like, trying to be funny on the spot is, well, it's actually quite a challenge. And for that reason, like, what clip do I post? What part of it is the funniest is, well, the challenge that I'm currently encountering with trying to edit videos and whatnot. Then again, I've been thinking to myself that maybe I'm focusing too much on chopping everything up into multiple segments rather than just, like, having a single clip and just throwing that to the wind, you know? Because that's one of the things I heard, but... Is it actually true? I've no clue. That if you post just a bunch more of individual shorter clips, that's more popular somehow? It doesn't feel like it to me. And I know that's maybe... I'm maybe not the best frame of reference, but like if you saw a 20-second clip as opposed to, let's say, a 2-minute clip, you're more likely to watch the 20-second clip, not only because it's shorter, but because you can get to the point and to the hook and whatever faster. And so I feel like if I were making jokes in that sense, or rather posting videos that are just jokes, like maybe that's more entertaining. But you know, that could just be a me thing. We can draw an exhaust card at the beginning of every turn. Man, oh man. You know, whenever I'm playing Chaos Zero Nightmare, I know that the characters do talk when you're in camp, but it would be kind of funny if you end up with some of the character dialogues. Like, do you think Cassius is thinking to himself, oh gosh, we're fighting yet more chaos and all I can think about is gambling? I don't know. I feel like that would be, you know, pretty entertaining. They're just like, Cassius, come on, man. Really? Are we doing this again? And he's like, yeah, I need to. I run a casino. What are you talking about? And they're like, Cassius, we're in chaos. You can't seriously expect us to gamble down here, can you? And it's like, well, you can, but with your lives. I don't know what the ENVA would ever sound like, and to be honest, I cannot do the voices of JP Cassius, but... I figure they must have some conversations like this. Like, you know how with 9 interacting with the rest of the squad and everything at the beginning of the event, I think it was, yeah, it was in Chapter 1. I don't think it was in Chapter 2 whatsoever. But in the beginning of Chapter 1, you notice how immediately she begins to not get along with Renoa. It makes me wonder how they would interact with each other were you to try and kind of... I don't know, just throw them into chaos together, see what happens, right? Would they catfight each other? Would they, I don't know, be at each other's throats? I'm curious. I'm curious to figure out. Willow makes you think. And a part of me, as well, when it comes to creating bits, makes me ponder, should I even, if damage through a card was not dealt to an enemy by an ally for 1 turn at the start of the next turn? No, that doesn't really help Cassius, though. I want more stuff for Cassius. I want more weapons for Cassius. And yet, I can never find any. Can I please get a single epiphany for Cassius? I mean, we're already on the interior, crocodile, alligator. And I've yet to get a single epiphany for Cassius except that one that I got on shuffle. I wonder if I should be doing bits and whatnot on my own. Like, hey guys, what if I was just role-playing for the rest of this? Wouldn't that be funny? I really have no clue. Select and remove 2 cards. Or convert a selected card into Ebony Lumen. Is it worth swapping out... Oh goodness. I want to have the morale epiphany on it, but is it worth swapping out shuffle? I think it could be? Maybe? No, because, okay, so, yeah, I think it actually is. I think it actually is, because I don't want to shuffle out all of the draw cards back into my deck. Oh, what was going on? It was just holding back on itself. It was like, oh, please don't continue with the next scene. So maybe we do this and we convert this into Ebony Lumen. Yes, yes. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I have to play with you. Is all I have to spare. Man, Wesker's such a cool character. I know we were talking about it earlier, but he's really iconic, not only for that line, but just in general. Just the slick back hair and being able to, oh wow, just have 7 minutes. Oh, thank you, Wesker, thank you. A whole 7 minutes for me? Yes, for you. Oh well. This run really isn't going great because I just cannot get anything for Cassius. I mean, even if we're going with Ebony Lumen, oh, man, I want to be able to have it draw yet more cards, you know? Gosh, it's just unfair. 7 minutes. and then I'm not going to be able to attack whatsoever. Yeah, fine. Oh, we'll go into Hue level 3. Does this actually get rid of it, like, sometime soon? Nope. Apparently not. Can we do... Okay, we can do Frost Charge. I want to be able to, and I'm thinking now with Devil Dice, that I probably want to get the draw 1 for each enemy hit. Is that the better one to go for? Because I have a whole bunch of, like, AP regen cards, so to speak, on Sereniel. I don't know, it's so difficult to consider. Also, I'm thinking of, like, a gimmick that I could potentially do for a stream. Like, maybe I just do a bunch of ASMR or whatever while I'm playing Chaos Zero Nightmare. I've got so many ideas of funny things that I could do, but whether or not I'll actually execute them is a different matter entirely. I wanted to be able to use this game for, like, Zatsu to talk to people and whatnot, but if I'm just going to be sitting down talking to myself the entire time, that's, like, a completely different issue, so I may as well just have bits somewhat prepared. But doing a different bit every single day is, well, a little bit of a feat if we go by that metric, right? So it makes me contemplate that, or makes me consider, rather, that I should try think of some funny bits to do on specific stream days and see how those go, because it would be really funny to just, like, swap between either playing 2 characters or, you know, and that brings me back to one of the old video ideas that I had, that I could just, like, roleplay 2 characters or something like that, as if it were a single stream and see how that goes. But I don't think I'm nearly competent enough to do that to some extent, right? Okay, we can do, I was considering doing Ambush there, but I think Ironclad is actually better. Also, isn't it nuts? We still haven't gotten Fighting Spirit as well. My gosh. We're missing, like, every single one of the Epiphany cards. That's kind of crazy. Also, I noticed, I can't tell. Is my viewer count still... Oh, well, it's at 1 now, but I'm not sure if that's actually the case. Virgil? Sister Brown? Are you there? I don't know. I'm just seeing if anyone's actually there or not. Maybe we'll notice how things go as a result of that. I reckon as well that, like, due to time zones, it could be pretty bad to see with what times people are up. Like, I do, of course, want people to... watch, but then I also have to stream at a time that is actually convenient for people, which is, that's kind of difficult, isn't it? Man, why do time zones have to suck so bad, you know? It makes me kind of wish that, you know, I do eventually want to turn streaming into a full-time job. Like, if I could, I would. But doing so at particular times is, my gosh, very, very difficult. And also, it feels like trying to build up momentum at some point. I know, maybe this isn't a topic worth talking about. I keep going into this because it's a very meta question, and it's one of those things that I never truly have an answer to. So for that reason, I'm out in 1.3 seconds. But in that case, yeah, maybe it is just something that's not, like, worth having a full discussion or conversation about. Either way, I wanted to try and make some, like, sort of role-playing-ish videos, not in the traditional sense, right? But, like, if I were to think of doing a funny bit for a stream, maybe one of them is just playing 2 characters, but they're both by me, right? Or something silly or absurdist like that. Of course, it would be a lot more fun if I could figure out a good game for it. But maybe I think Chaos Zero Nightmare is a good game for being able to not only just play and talk at the same. Are we joking? Still not a single epiphany on any one of Cassius's cards? This is nuts, dude. Like, genuinely, how is this even possible? I'm in shock. Genuinely. I'm playing on nightmare modes. I've genuinely done as much as I can to get epiphanies, but apparently it's just not enough. Apparently so. And I think this run is an absolute bust. Maybe we can find A secret. I just want one event, okay? I just want a single event where I can get a single epiphany, and that way I can increase my card strength to be able to do something way better. I want to be able to draw more cards. I want to be... Here we go. Triggers Sacred Epiphany to one card, but it doesn't allow me to pick which one. I've got so many! What am I meant to do? Like, what? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, we've got a bit of a better chance, right? We've got a bit of a better chance when it comes to getting Cassius's, but still, that's... Oh gosh, that is a lot of cards to kind of miss out on the Epiphany on. I'm thinking like... And of course I miss it. I was thinking to myself, you know, maybe it's worth removing cards in order to increase my chances, and that would have worked as well. But I guess woe is me, and this will not be the run where I get everything that I so desire. Set it on fire. Am I right? Wow. Guys, this was a quirky Burnus reference. I think we remove more cards, and we just hope. We just hope that we do not get any more epiphanies on those. So we'll remove that, and hopefully we're just trying to increase the chances that I can actually get something. Please, please. Nutrient absorption. I'm thinking for exhausting cards. Sorry, give me a moment. Okay, there we go. For nutrient absorption, that one's actually pretty decent, like kinda decent. Except it would be with Sereniel. So what am I actually trying to exhaust? I don't want to exhaust any of Selena's cards. I don't want to exhaust any of Cassius's cards. And I don't want to exhaust any of Sereniel's cards, maybe? So none of these actually make sense. I don't think I'm going to do that. Camouflage as well would have been good if it weren't draw 2 next turn. Like, yes, it's pretty good, whatever. But I think the main issue is that it's next turn. I need it to be now. I need it to be now. Okay, please, 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 I beg you, game. I beg you, please give me an epiphany on Cassius this time. If I can get an epiphany on Cassius, then I'll be, a happy chap. Can we get anything? Attacks weakness. Are you serious, right, Meow? I don't want this. I don't want this. I want it to increase morale. I don't need I don't need it to attack weakness. He doesn't need to deal damage. Curse you, game. You've made me look foolish for the... Well, not the last time. This is gonna happen way too many times. I mean, like, my luck is just far out of bounds with how this is able to completely turn against me. Okay, at least we've got not a difficult enemy. I mean, they are gonna gain morale. You know what? I take it back. But it's not the dog enemy. It's not the dog enemy, and we can be happy for that one. Arr! I do not like the dogs. Lucky for you, I'm a... Well, not a dog lover. Lucky for you, I'm a cat lover. So, maybe we can get out of this? I will have to see about this one. Of course, Magna has to go into a mental break as well, but... never mind. I won't get to draw any one of her cards, and I've... Like... I get it. This game is meant to be random. And you know what? The upside of it is that at least it's not my bad luck with Slay the Spire, because oh my goodness, Slay the Spire just kicks me. It does it so gruesomely as well. I can hardly hold on whenever I'm playing that game. I don't think I've done most of the Ascensions or the difficult, the more difficult versions or modes that you have access to. Divine Epiphany! Let's see. Damage amount for one... What? I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. This was draw. I want more draw. That's all I need. I don't need this. I really don't. I got 2 Divine Epiphanies, and yet neither of them was anything useful. I think this one's a bust. Let's try get rid of more cards that could have Epiphanies on it. So I'm going to get rid of this... that one already had an epiphany on it. I'm a buffoon. A fool. Gosh. I can hardly think. Man, it sucks being able not to read. I say as I play a card game. Can we... Let's see. 1 random cards? We can do this. This is going to be easy. This is going to be easy. I said this is going to be easy. This is going to be easy. There we go. 3rd time's the charm. Yeah, you could say I'm pretty experienced with card games. Okay, something good? Damage to all enemies. Draw for each target hit. Oh, finally, finally, a good epiphany. A good epiphany. It only took me, what, like an hour and a half? Jeez. Not a good run. I'm also not going to get an epiphany on, like, anything else. Okay. Well, we're going to re-roll this one. Please give me, like, plus morale. Nope. Okay. Never mind. How many cards are we missing epiphanies on? 1, 2... Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of his cards are missing epiphanies, and we're already at the last one. Oh, woe is me for how I regret having booted up this game today, only to suffer. I guess that's what I deserve. I am a gambling man, after all. It's about as much as I can make out of it. Oh, okay, 1 epiphany. Can we get... Oh, divine epiphany? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Reduce the cost of this card by 1, but gain 3 ego points. That's... Sorry, I bumped the mic there. That's, not good? That's, like, actually mediocre. Like, ego points, yeah, because you get to use ego skills, but what could I possibly need? So, Serennial skill is probably the only useful one there, and then I need a re-roll to ensure that I get Serennial skill on start. But is it actually worth it? Is it not better to just go for morale? I kind of feel like morale is just it's the king of this. Because, I mean... If you've got good morale, then you just perform better, or so I've heard. So maybe because I wanted to make a full morale deck, yet somehow I can just never get around to doing that. Like, sure, just, you know what? Actually, guys, I changed my mind. I don't want to make a morale deck anymore. I think I'm going to make a draw deck now. And then it doesn't give me any of the draw cards. And then it doesn't give me any of the epiphanies. So what am I left to do? I will think to myself, what is the best case scenario in this case? I end the run early. That's the best case scenario. There was really no other option for me. Well, I guess I did get a critical hit there. And it would be really nice if I managed to duplicate that epiphany in particular. Do I have any more in my deck? No, it doesn't look like it. Ah, Laysai, woe is me. We cringe on. I guess if I do a run with Cassius again... What are the things I have to improve on? And now I'm having to, like, interview myself. So what are your strengths and weaknesses? I need to try to figure out what it is I can do to improve these runs because, my gosh, they are sucking. Like, the fact that I didn't get a single epiphany, I should just remove all of the cards that could possibly gain an epiphany just so that this doesn't happen to me again. Curse you, bad luck, I suppose. It's, my own fault for playing a gacha game that on top of it has more RNG to it. I was gonna say gambling, but technically it's not gambling. It's more like surprise loot mechanics, where the surprise is the fact that I've played for an hour on a single run only to not get the one thing I wanted. So, you know, would I say that raises the stakes a little bit? No, not really. In fact, it's it kind of sucks that I can't do this. Okay. 1 epiphany? Can I get another one? I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use this deck for Magna. Nope, I didn't get it. Oh, let's duplicate the card. I don't even get the Divine Epiphany one here. Oh, my gosh. I guess we can do Joker. Either way, it's like, it doesn't even matter now. We can do, nothing really matters to me. And we can continue with the rest of the equipment and gear. Do we bother? No, I'm not gonna keep this one. Let's see. X is applied as X plus 1. Well, that's really useful for Cassius. He's got, let me count. 1, 2, 3. No, he's got no cards that do X plus 1. In fact, how many characters are there that do X plus 1? I think Calipe has X plus 1. Serennial has X plus 1. And I think that's it. Now, question me if I'm wrong, but I do not believe that basically every other character in the game has an X plus 1. You've got one character, a part of the base roster that has X plus 1, and everyone else does not. So, tough luck. Tough luck indeed. Speaking of, have I fully decked out the Chaos or the Zero system? Zero system? What do you say? I'm feeling quite fully leveled up, actually. Yeah, I have done it. Well, that is quite good. I do have my free merges, and now what I'm thinking for Magna is that I run this one for some of her cards, because you can get some of the really gnarly shield cards or shield equipment here, which make her really good. But I still have to roll Cassius to have a good deck. So I need to double check actually what I have, so I can try to think of what I build around. So to give an idea, can I click on my, nope, I cannot. I did not. So for Sereniel's deck, we've got 3 AP regen, we've got plus humming laser damage, and I did want to swap out the Shining Core. I did want to do a remanifestation, but I was thinking, like, isn't the card draw kind of nuts? Like, isn't this really good just in isolation? Would I be ruining this for future decks? I don't know. So I've kind of kept it for that for now, until I get an even better deck to play with. And then I tried this one. It wasn't the best, because I want to swap her out with Selena, because Selena, you have got a crazy deck, but I do not have enough draw power to make it good. So the main issue with this is that, yes, I do have like 100% coordinated attack on Ravage, do a coordinated attack, whenever doing a damage on weakness, do a coordinated attack, and then gain AP, but that is like 5 AP plus, and I've got, what, how many draw cards? Let's have a look. 1, can you count with me? 2, yes, you're doing it. 3, yeah, I've got 3. I've got 3 cards that draw, so it doesn't actually help. Even if I've got the Pop-Eyed Popper, it is conditional. So, unfortunate. I suppose there is also other characters, but that's why I'm playing Ray instead of Selena for right now. So I'm trying to build up Cassius to have a better deck. Oh, I guess that's it for me. It's so Jover. It really is. I agree. Otherwise, Orlea's looks okay. Yeah, I think Orlea looks okay. This one was pretty good, like, if anything. So gain 2 morale, reduce the cost, trigger, then draw 1s. Like, I wanted the Divine Epiphany and then, of course, the Softy to do that, which is why I was thinking, like, Typhira could swap in here, because, trust me, this Magna is nuts. This Magna is crazy. I mean, look at this. So, 4 counterattack, increase the damage of the next counterattack by 30%. Okay, yeah, fair enough. This one, the Glacial Iron Fist, yeah, whatever, it deals more damage. Counterattack to all enemies, so it hits both of the fists. Then we've got Vulnerable at 0 cost, then we've got Vulnerable at 1 cost, then we've got Vulnerable at 1 cost, and then we've got when shield is gained through an ability, gain 1 counterattack. Oh, okay, but what's so good about this, you might ask me? Well, what's good about this? Well, activate 1 random lead card at the beginning of the turn, so you basically pay nothing for all of our upgrade cards, and then increase damage amounts of counterattack by 40%. Whoa! I know, and look at this. When using 5 or more action points, plus 25% damage amount, which goes on to counterattack. So it actually becomes like 65% bonus counterattack damage on top of the 30. So it goes to 95% at counterattack damage, which is really good. And because you've got the auto attack going on the extra action of one of the arms, it is really good. So what kind of good is this? Yeah, you're so right, Sister Brown. You're so right. What kind of good is this? This is mediocre good. It is sometimes good in conditional cases where you can draw more cards. But I unfortunately don't have many cases where I can draw enough cards. That's one of the main weaknesses I'm noticing of every single one of these decks. I just cannot draw cards. I cannot draw. That's where the main bibbly issue comes in. So, unfortunately, I'm kind of having to work around with that. But yeah, it's not half bad. Wait, I'm still in top 19% now that I'm thinking about it. Guys, I might actually be pretty goated with the sauce. If you think about it, I'm actually quite good at this game. Perhaps. I'm like in top 19% of players, which is pretty good, I guess. Wow. Well, guys, if you have ever seen a pro gamer like this, then it would be me. I'm also wondering how the Mr. Blow is Blow is gonna be able to do this. These are some crazy damage numbers, genuinely. Man. Some of them use Mika instead, actually. What does Mika's deck look like? Is this just draw? For 1 turn, gain... Yeah, it's AP draw 1. Gosh, that's a really good one, actually. And then ally attack. No wonder. They kept Sniper's Domain? Why? I mean, quick shelling kind of makes sense. Ravage Stay, increased tenacity. I guess they wanted to cut down on the total amount of cards, or as many as possible. Negotiate. Oh, you can get an epiphany for Negotiate that it draws? Well, well, well. I did not know that. Well, that's quite interesting. Now I say, boy. Fatal Strike and then Hue Counterblade. Oh, because you want to try exhaust that. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the nutty Orlea deck that I really want. Select and activate 1 card in hand and retain effect 2 times, draw 1 for a 0. Oh, it is very good. Nay. You know what I'm saying? Then this one, draw 1, also very good. Yeah, just anything that allows you to loop basically infinitely. 180 though, my gosh. That's the highest Fate memory I've seen. Gosh. Can I check what their character or like ego is? What? No, I can't? Oh, man. I was wondering if they had, like, wailed to get these characters up to such a high level. But then again, like, if you're going for 4-star characters, it doesn't really matter because I've already got all of those maxed out too. So, I did also want to... I'll think about it. Maybe for the weekend, do I try going for a 5-star? We'll have to see. I'm contemplating it because I kind of like Typhera's kit. It's like a lot of fun, and it's a lot of draw cards. Plus, if I'm rolling for Typhera, I can also get more potentials for Cassius, and then I can get more of his upgrades, which, you know, doesn't actually make much of a difference because I already have him at C3, but whatever. Or E3. I mean, sorry, E3. E. So, it works out. It works out. Either way, I'm noticing that chat has kind of quieted down a little bit, so we are going to have to wrap things up there. I think YouTube, I've lost all my viewers there. They've passed on. On Twitch, my viewers, they've passed on. Therefore, I'm going to end things a little bit early there. It's only 20 minutes, but I'll use those 20 extra minutes to pump out a video, I think. Yes, saddening I know, Sister Brown. Saddening I know. I just think it's a little bit difficult. Not that I'm not motivated, but at this point in my streaming career, making videos as a way of gaining traction is probably more important. Which is why I believe that I should be doing that instead of streaming if I notice that I'm streaming to myself at times, or just like one other person. Like, yes, I would probably pull through it if it was like Devil May Cry, like if I wanted to finish a mission, because I really don't want to do a mission again. I don't want to redo a mission. In which case, yeah, I would do it. But in this case, because I'm already done and I don't have time to start another Chaos Manifestation, I think it's quite good. Quite convenient timing. So, that being said, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow with some more Devil May Sob. Okay, take care. Take care as well, Sister Brown. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.